Good evening, guys. Good evening. This is Big Al, Alan Feaster with KO Boxing. Breaking news, your news channel for boxing. Okay, guys, we're back at it again with another news story. Happy 4th of July this evening. Everybody, I hope you're enjoying your beverages.
Ice cold beer.
Oh, yeah.
How, baby?
Yep. I hope you're enjoying those beers out there. Also, guys, thank you for subscribing again, for your support. Even if you watch this show later tonight after you get done with your fireworks, thank you again so much. All right, guys, thanks.
All right. Yes. Thank you very much.
Don't forget, guys, also hit the bell notification button
Ring-a-ding-ding.
to be notified when we have another report or another news story or when we go live. All right. So tonight, since I had a little bit of free time away from my regular job and I didn't spend all my money on fireworks, we're going to bring you this news story here tonight. It's brand new here late this afternoon, early this evening, and we'll get into it. So here we go, guys. Yes, tonight we have Israil Madrimov, a real threat to Crawford's 154-pound ambitions. And yes, guys, Mr. Chris Williams, brought to you by. Okay, Israil Madrimov is WBA junior middleweight champion, is a real threat to the superstar Terence Crawford. That's what they say, guys. Seriously? Okay. In his move to his fourth weight class on August 3rd at the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, Crawford's past success and his overconfidence is what we're talking about tonight. Crawford, who is now 40 big wins, 0 losses, 31 KOs, wants to show that he's a credible threat to Canelo Alvarez by picking off a world title at 154 pounds first against what many believe to be the most dangerous fighter at the weight. Madrimov, 10 professional wins, 1 draw, 7 KOs. How dangerous is that? I don't know. Okay, I get it. Okay, but the success that the 36-year-old Crawford has enjoyed in the 3-weight division has boosted self-confidence to the point where he feels infallible, believing that he'll do to Madrimov what he did to these fighters to gather up his world titles. Here are some examples. Errol Spence had the IBF, WBA, WBC 147-pound championship belts. Jeff Horn, the WBO 147-pound division, had that belt. And also Julius Ndongo, IBF, a WBA 140-pound championships. I seen that fight here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Okay, Victor Postal, WBC and the Ring 140-pound championship. Thomas Delorme, WBO 140-pound championship belt, but Terence Crawford's got that. Ray Beltran, the Ring magazine championship belt, 135 pounds. And also Ricky Burns, the WBO world champion, 135 pounds. Terence went over to Scotland and got that belt as well. Now, guys, these are the fighters against whom Crawford captured all his world titles during his 16-year professional career. None of them are on the level of Madrimov. And Crawford could find out that what he did in the lower weight classes doesn't translate to what we'll be dealing with on August 3rd against Madrimov. Seriously, guys, come on. Really? Terence Crawford's going to kill this guy. Okay, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a tough fight. He's got to be on his A game. Terence does. Yes, he does. But I think that he comes out smelling like roses like always. I believe in him and his capabilities and his speed and his footwork and his ring IQ and his intelligence in that ring, guys. But in boxing, fighters who look like 24 karat gold when matched against fighters at a certain level get found out when they're finally put in with someone with actual talent. That could be Crawford's fate. Now, Spence was an excellent fighter years ago, but by the time Crawford got to him, he was null and void. He was voidable. We're talking about void and voidable this week, guys. Skills eroded from 2 car crashes, rich foods he's been eating, and activity, and ring wars. Now, guys, Madrimov is a real and present danger. So, end quote. I think it's a big threat. He doesn't have that much pro experience, but he's got a tremendous amateur background, said boxing expert Chris Algieri to Pro Box TV, talking about Israil Madrimov ahead of the title defense of his WBA junior middleweight belt against Terence Bud Crawford on August 3rd. Now, guys, Madrimov is a tremendous threat to Crawford, who has been lapping up the praise from his win over Spence for a solid year now, sitting around enjoying himself. Now, guys, now that Crawford is moving up to 154 pounds to face the killer Madrimov, as some people think he is, who would easily wipe every opponent Terence Crawford has on his 40-fight resume and have a better-looking record. That's what their opinion is, guys, not mine. Now, Crawford's inactivity and age. Now, a lot of people have been talking about his age a lot this past year. We did see some gray hairs in his beard in some of the recent photos. But Terrence's inactivity and lack of preparation are 2 things going against him in this dangerous fight against Madrimov. But the clincher is Crawford's advanced age is what most people are talking about. Come on, guys. He's still a killer. Look out, guys. Now, Terence turns 37 on September 28th, 1 month after his August 3rd fight against Madrimov, no matter how you want to spin it. 37 isn't young for a fighter moving up from 147, especially when they've been, especially when they have been on a winning lap for 13 months, is what they're saying. Like any job, it won't be an easy if you stop working for a year and return after sitting on your duff. Crawford is begging for trouble going into this match against Madrimov they're talking about. And he will get it unless he found the fountain of youth through the drink from Snack. I'm just joking. Okay, end quote, guys. He's physically strong and a good-sized junior middleweight. He's super athletic, and he's one of those guys who does backflips after his fights. I've seen him do things in the ring that speak to his athleticism, his strength, his physical power. He obviously has the boxing skill, said Algieri. Now, Madrimov's ability to change angles on his attacks and the power he can generate when he's seemingly not set on his feet is uncanny. He has natural power that doesn't rely on his needing to load up the way he does. It is comparable to Artur Beterbiev, who throws power with short punches without loading up. Now, in quote, guys, he's very confident. As he said, he's coming up to my weight class, Algieri continued about Madrimov. This is Crawford's 4th attempt at a different weight class, fighting for a world title, and he's got a guy there who wants to defend what he's got, end quote. Now, guys, what do you guys think about this? Tell me in your comments. Tell me what you guys think. I think Terence Crawford is a killer. He's going to kill this guy. Now, Madrimov's home turf is another thing. At 154 pounds, Madrimov's weight class, and Crawford is entering his territory, as everybody's been talking about this week. A newcomer having to change his body structure through adding weight from hitting the iron, maybe some snack supplements. Just joking again, guys. The weight is going to slow Crawford down, and it's not going to give him the power of the natural, bigger, and stronger Madrimov. Now, guys, let me stop here and interject. Terence Crawford probably walks around above 160 pounds on any given day when he's not trying to lose weight. So, come on, he's not really that much different in weight. Tying a rocket to a skateboard isn't going to turn Crawford into something he wasn't designed to be. His natural weight class is closer to 140, although he's bulked up to 147 pounds and picked off a handful of older, weaker fighters at the end of the line. Now, in quote again, guys, I think Israil Madrimov has the right idea. The Joel Diaz aspect is really important. He brings his best vision of himself, a version of himself, not vision. He's very much a threat to even the great Terence Crawford, said Algieri. Come on, Chris, you serious? And quote again, you talk about experience. Stop. Everybody's saying he only has 10 fights. Crawford is fighting somebody with 10 fights. This dude had 300 amateur fights, said Tim Bradley about Israil Madrimov. He's a pro. Now, guys, Madrimov has more experience than Crawford, and he's done it against better opposition in the amateurs. Now, the guys that Crawford has fought in the pro ranks have been stellar. Now, when he did step up against well-known fighters who were once great talents, they were old and depleted, they're talking about, guys. Come on, seriously? Now, Crawford's past victories against older fighters, for example, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Yorkis Gamboa. You guys remember that fight? It's probably, in my opinion, Terrence's toughest fight. Ricky Burns, Victor Postal, Kell Brook, just to name a few. Now, those are the best names that Crawford has on his resume, and in each case, they were old and past when he fought them, past their prime, they're saying. Excuse me, guys. Now, he's a world champion, said Paulie Malignaggi about Madrimov. End quote. The Cubans, the Uzbekistanians, and the Russians, they stay in the amateur game for a very, very long time. They're pretty much pros, said Bradley. This guy's first professional fight, he went 10 rounds. Who does that? Nobody, said Bradley, talking about Madrimov's pro debut against Vladimir Hernandez on November 24, 2018, which he won by a 6-round TKO in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Now, guys, Madrimov hit the ground running when he turned pro in 2018, and he wasn't babied by his promoters like other fighters with a long amateur background. He's followed in the footsteps of Vasily Lomachenko by immediately stepping into longer fights and facing good opposition without being brought along for 7 to 10 years before fighting for a world title. He's on the fast track, I guess what they're saying, guys. So, guys, in these crazy comments and everything that they're saying, guys, tell me what you think. My opinion, I still think Terence Crawford's going to kill the guy. Yes, he has to be on his A game. Yes, he has to watch every step, every movement. He has to be completely focused and completely healthy is another thing, mentally and physically, in my opinion. But again, best man win. Tell me who you think wins this fight, guys. I still got Terence Crawford. It's still a 70-30 fight to me. 70% Terence, 30% Israil Madrimov, just like it was with Errol Spence. Again, everybody said 50-50 fight. I said 70-30 fight. Tell me what you guys think in your comments. But the best man win. Whoever wins, I'll maybe be irritated a little bit if Terence Crawford doesn't win. But hey, that's boxing, guys. What the hell? Tell me your thoughts. I'm kind of losing my going sidetracked here a little bit tonight. But keep punching. Hang in there, guys. Happy 4th of July again. Catch you guys next time. Say goodnight to this pretty lady here, and we'll see you again.